living like the winter do.
See me with the crew, had to get some food. I see you looking like you do. Had to make a move. Still I gotta grow in a Jimmy Choo. Break the rules, no you're not a fool, but I'm in the mood.
What's up, y'all? Snado, my aka the global dark skinny ambassador. I'm in this bitch, you heard? Listen, while I'm waiting for my Chinese food and all that, I figured I'd give the people another Rikers Island story, right? The reason why y'all mess with me is because I talk about certain things that ain't been talked about. My delivery is different, man. So let's talk about the most deadly and the most overused punch and go-to move in C-74 Rikers Island history. And that's the sideline punch, all right? Now, I don't know if they was calling that the sideline punch any other era but mine's, but I know this punch has been used, and it's called the sideline punch. Now, watch me demonstrate what a sideline punch is, all right? So, look. Basically, you not squaring up, you not going head up, right? Because in C-74, most dudes couldn't fight. Certain dudes did, right? But a lot of dudes couldn't fight. But how they got off was the sideline punch. The perfect move, right? When you trying to knock somebody out because they about to get jumped. This is what starts it off, right? It's called the sideline because you coming from the sideline and they don't see it. So look, this is how I go, right? Look, boom. You see, say I'm like this, and I'm not looking nowhere, right? I'm not looking nowhere. Say I'm looking straight ahead, and I'm just in the day room or something, or we in the corridor, right? I'm like this. Maybe we walking, and then somebody comes from the side and just goes like this. Bing, right? Right? It's as simple as that. The sideline punch. The sideline punch, B. This punch is very lethal. It has been used over and over again. It has been used by me, even though I prefer to get the head up, because I've been on the receiving end of several sideline punches. I've given several sideline punches, all right? Now, I got a story, one of my earliest stories, where I'm talking about the riot in 5 Main, when the day room dummies tried to revolute, right? And I said that I caught one of these dudes in between the A and B gates. He didn't see me coming, right? But he snuffed me, right? But meanwhile, he wasn't paying attention because he getting it on with my mans. He turned and looked at me when it was too late, and I caught him, right? And I dropped him. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't knock him out, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't knock him out, like knock him out cold, but I sat that boy down, you know what I'm saying? And he fell to the ground, and he was holding his jaw, you feel me? You feel me? Now, the reason why it's so lethal is because you do not have to know how to fight to hit somebody with a sideline punch and knock them out. You do not have to know how to fight. It's as simple as you punch him with enough pressure, right? You mess around and knock a nigga out, man. And I don't know why I'm saying man like man. I was watching Hustle and Flow, and I keep saying man instead of saying man. I don't know. I've been doing that for like 2 days. But it's as simple as that. You mess around and break somebody's jaw, hitting them with that sideline punch, man. Hitting them with that sideline punch, it get real. I've seen it happen many times. Many times. And it's gonna happen many more times, you know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, when I was going against the Patyas, right, and they jumped me when I was in one lower, I got hit with a sideline 2-3 times. Like, it's real hard to avoid a sideline, right? When you surrounded by 2 to 5 dudes and you trying to focus on what's in front of you, right? Because as soon as you looking this way, somebody could come from your left, boom, bing. And then somebody could come from your right, boom, bing. Like, and then now that I think about it, the sideline move is probably the most commonly used move, period, out of all punches in fighting history. You know what I mean? Especially even if you out in the hood, you know what I mean? Like now I can remember being young, and when you about to jump people, or you playing the knockout game. That's all a knockout game really is you creeping up from the side and you knocking dudes out. Because this is the thing, if you punch a dude straight up like this, you're not gonna knock him out. Not necessarily, you're not gonna knock him out. But if you hit him, you know what I mean, like the temple area and that little area around the jawline, you know what I'm saying? You mess around and drop the dude. It's really hard to beat. You really can't beat it, you know what I mean? Even the best boxer, like you literally would have to like have the reflexes of an X-Men to really like successfully beat a bunch of people attempting to jump you, you know what I mean? Like, if your reflexes is good enough and you aware of your surroundings and there's one dude trying to sideline you, right? You may be able to, you may be able to duck it, right? You may be able to duck it, but still, this is C-74 Rikers Island. And I'ma say 80% of these dudes did not have no hands. No hands, you know what I'm saying? No hands, you know what I'm saying? Like, so even if you weave one or you duck one, as soon as you try to look the other way, you got 2-3 more niggas coming to try to sideline you and stomp you out. Like, it's messy. It's real messy. Another example about the sideline punch's effectiveness, right? So look, we was in Mar 3 Lower. It was, like I said, it was me, T-Roy, I think Bow Wow, Hakeem was there, right? I think he was there. It was just a bunch of us in the mods, and I remember T-Roy, who's short and small, by the way, even though he official, could fight and all that. I remember he got into it with, I don't know if it was, he got into it with some dude that was just way bigger than him. Something had happened, and I remember he popped on my boy in the middle of his sleep. So it's like, I believe he was taking a nap. It wasn't like overnight. It was like between 3 and 5 o'clock. And for whatever reason, he took it upon himself to pop on T-Roy. Now, Messam was there. Anybody that's familiar with Messam from Mar 3 Lower, right? Elmer Fudd. Even though that's my boy. That's the OG. You feel me? But like, Messam caught him. Messam about to get him out of there, right? He about to basically just take him out the house. And while he walking, one of the day room dummies, just because he was cool with T-Roy, you know what I'm saying? While the dude was expecting maybe like me or Bow Wow to pop on him, you know what I mean? One of the day room dummies, just because he was cool with T-Roy, he sidelines him, right? So once he sidelines him, he stumbles him over a bed. Once he goes over the bed, we all just swarm on him. Boom, we just start spanking him, stomping him out. And then finally Messam gets everybody off of him and then escorts the dude out. Messam, because he was cool with T-Roy and he rocks with the rest of us, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, when he was there, we ain't let nothing really get too out of control, you know? Where he got to do extra paperwork and stuff. He didn't send none of us to the box, right? None of us up. He let us all stay, and he packed that dude up. But like I said, the sideline punch, it's unpredictable. Sideline move is very lethal, man. Like, I remember being young, like 15, 16, running around Cortland, and it was me and my boy Tim. And I'm saying this because, you know, I could say bro name because, you know, that's my man's, and like, you know, this ain't really incriminating. Like, this ain't really dry essentially. Like, ain't nobody about to go to jail for this. Like, I remember we used to stalk dudes all around the movie theater area, and then when you come out the movie theater area, right, there's like a driveway part, and it's like it's like right next to Concourse Village, and we found a dude, and he pulled up on the left side of the dude, I pulled up on the right side of the dude, and then another one of us, I don't know who was with us, Vic might have been with us that day, right? Vic was in front of him, right? So look, he worried about Vic. I snuffed him, sidelines him from either the left or the right, one of those sides. I sideline him, boom, his face turned. His face turned to one side, then Tim hit him, sidelined him again, bing, to this side, and then Vic hit him straight up, bing, and then we jumped them, we smoked them, and we took $20 and a sidekick phone. But anyways, yeah, that was stupid. But like I said, man, the sideline punch, the sideline move, is the most used, most deadly, right? And oftentimes most unexpected move in Rikers Island C-74, although it happens to niggas every single day, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe. It's your boy, Nate Almighty. Peace.